Hey guys, so apologies if this video is very long. It's mostly update videos this week because I'm sorry I keep doing these, but I always seem to have an update every single week, so I'm sorry about that. So this video is going to be on all about Rosie and Stasis, which is what she had. So, oh lovely, she's peeing there. Sorry, where are they? So, first of all, I'm going to tell you what happened. So, Monday morning I came down and I went to get the bunnies their pellets, and the other guys all tucked in as usual to their food, but Rosie just kind of sat hunched in the corner and she wasn't eating. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with her? So what we did is we put her outside in the run in the shade. It was really hot, so we had to keep her in the shade. And I put loads of her treats in front of her. I put like every single treat she had. I put pellets, I had grass, I had hay, I had bananas, I had apples, I had apple leaves, I had plantain. I had like a huge buffet of stuff to eat. But I was like asking my dad, can I take her to the vet? And he was like, no, you've got to go to school. So I had to go to school. And so what happened is I worried about her all day at school. And I was just like hoping so much that when I got back she'd be okay. So I got back, I rushed outside, and luckily Rosie was still here. She wasn't eating anything. Sorry, she's grooming it. She wasn't eating anything still, but luckily she was okay. So what I did is I rang up the vets and I was like, can I have an appointment as soon as possible? So I booked one for 3:40, and well, I was quite lucky actually, because luckily she got ill like in the normal hours of the veterinary surgeries, whereas if it was 10 at night it could have been really expensive. It's like emergency vet fees and stuff. So anyway, yeah, we got her to the vets, and I'll just show you the receipt, one sec. Okay, so go away nosy. We got her to the vets, we put her into the carrier. So yeah, so we got her into the carrier and we took her to the vets at 3:40. And so in the vets, basically he just told us that she has stasis, which I'll talk about after I've said her story. So we got there, and so what we got a Vomend injection, this one, Vomend, and that was like metoclomoride or something, and that one's a gut stimulant injection. He seemed to be pretty good with rabbits, and she also got Zantac, so another injection, and these ones basically just got her gut moving again. So you really want to get your bunny to a vet as quickly as possible. And preferably bunny savvy vet. If you just go on our forum, Rabbits United, just go, I'm in blah blah blah, recommend me a vet, and there'll most likely be someone in your area. I got recommended St Anne's Vets, which is this one. Hello Rosie, are you? Look at all the money you cost me. So yeah, that's that. And then they gave me critical care and a syringe. Oh, she's grooming me. So critical care was basically a mushy stuff, and you put it in the syringe mixed with water and basically force fed her. To give her the nutrients she needed basically. And I also syringed her water until she started eating. So when you basically a recap. If you go outside and your bunny is not eating, and they're a little bit off, they're not moving around like they normally would, first of all, get them in a carrier, get them to a bunny savvy vet. Next, they should get some injections of gut stimulants. Then possibly pain relief. She didn't get any. I think they're meant to, so that's a bit annoying, but they're the best vets in my area. You should be given some like nutritional stuff, like and a syringe to get the nutrients they need, like critical care or fiberflex and stuff like that. And yeah, and a syringe. Lazy. And then after that, you should get them home, separate them from the others, and basically just syringe them if they're not eating still, but keep tempting them with their favourite foods, and hopefully they should start eating. So this is Rosie. I'll show you the prices and stuff. The consultation was like £20. Then the Vomend was £6.85. And the Zantac was £9.10. Critical care £4.20, and the syringe 95p. And that came to £42.05 for the whole thing. But if she would have got ill at like 10 o'clock at night, it could have come to £100 or whatever. So it's another good example of like, you know, rabbits being expensive. And that was on the 27th of the 6th of the 11th. And yes, so that's basically Rosie's story. So she made a full recovery. She's pretty much back to normal on the Wednesday, but fully back to herself on the Thursday, and today is Saturday. So as you can see, she's munching hay. She's just back to herself. And yeah, that's the vets. So basically afterwards I just kept tempting her with foods and stuff, and she had a couple of nibbles and that, and soon she was getting back eating. And her poops were very small and dark and like raisin-like, because she wasn't eating enough. And yeah, you need to monitor the poos as well. I recommend separating them, because every time I put food, the others all ate all the foods, and they need to have a supply of food there, just so if they feel hungry that they can eat it. You don't need to worry about things like don't give them fruit. If their favourite is fruit, give them. The main thing is to get them eating. So I'm just going to talk about little Stasis a little bit. So if a rabbit stops eating within like 12 hours, it can be very, very deadly, because rabbits have a digestive system which is designed to be moving all the time. Most of a rabbit's body is made up of its digestive system, and it needs to be moving, and it can be deadly. So if you go out and find that your rabbit's not eating, don't just go, oh, she's probably a little bit ill or whatever, she'll start eating tomorrow. You really need to get them to a vet as quick as possible. And yes, so stasis is when basically the gut stops moving, or it's moving very slowly, and you need to get injections from the vet to speed it up a little. And you also need some food to give them while they're like not eating, if you get that. And yeah, that's pretty much what Rosie makes such a mess. And as you can see, she's back to normal eating now. Because I separated her for a total of about 3 or 4 days, I can't remember exactly. The group's been a little bit unstable. There's been a lot of Rosie chasing Elliot, Grace chasing Rosie, and Ted chasing them all. So the group, they're all sorting out the hierarchy again, but luckily they've accepted Rosie back. So that's always a bit of a problem with stasis, because you have to separate them. But yeah, they're okay at the moment. I got this for £2.50 off eBay. If you want the link to buy that, just message me. So yeah, that's just a little cube thing. That was Rosie's poop. Sorry, Rosie just pooped that out. and as you can see, nice and crumbly. So yeah, I don't care about touching poo, as you. Okay, so that's pretty much Rosie's story and a little bit of information about Stasis. So we'll have some more videos about the summer house I'm getting, all about my RSPCA visit. And yeah, I don't know what I would have done if I lost my little baby. She's only 4 years old, and obviously if she would have passed away, I would have been absolutely distraught. She's my little baby. I must say she's the closest to me. And I would have been really, really upset if she'd gone. But luckily I acted quick enough, even though I did have to wait till school. But yeah, and now she's pretty much back to normal. And I'm so happy because she's gorgeous. And I love her, and I just want to say that if your bunny's there right now, go give them a cuddle. Because you never know. I never ever expected something like this to happen to my bunnies. I just thought that was stuff you see in the forum, but obviously not. And yeah, I was so surprised. Though stasis is quite a common thing. It can be triggered by anything, but rabbits are quite delicate, and any sort of change can like bring it on. For Rosie, I think it was the temperature, because on Monday it was very hot, and being a black bunny, she must have probably become dehydrated or something, and that stress, and then yeah, and anything can cause it. Dental problems, stress, the incorrect diet, things like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys know what to do if your bunny stops eating. Just follow what I did, and then hopefully they should be able to recover from it. It's not like something like Mixie, which is very difficult for them to recover. It is, most rabbits are okay, but as I said, it's common, and yeah, so you always need to remember that it could happen to you. Okay, bye, thanks for watching guys.